So a couple weeks ago, a great saxophonist by the name of Saxologic made a video of him doing a 12 hours in 1 day practice challenge. He's calling it the Charlie Parker Challenge. In that video, he nominated a couple people to attempt this challenge, and I was one of the people nominated. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I have my journal here. It says 12 hours shed day, and I'm basically just going to go hour by hour and kind of keep track of everything that I've been doing. So I have a couple things that I need to record today. So my plan is to first knock all that stuff out of the way because I have to learn some of the parts for the things that I wrote, stuff like that. I'm just going to get rolling with some of that stuff, and then I'll write down everything I do, and after each hour I'll check back. So here is my timer. I'll get this rolling for the first hour. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we just got to the end of hour 1. Basically, I just learned and recorded the bass part for the new cover that I'm making, and then I learned and recorded the guitar melody part. Now I'm on to the chords. The sound I really want is this. But I wrote it in a key not thinking about that because I just heard the melody, and so I write it wherever I hear the melody. So I wrote it like all the way up here. The guitar has a different timbre up there, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm pretty sure what I'm gonna do is play it somewhere down here, like just as long as I can get that third in the bass. But anyways, that's what I'm thinking. The next hour will probably be a lot of that. Once I figure out all the chords, I'll record all of that, and then I'll get to like my saxophone warm-up stuff because I'll have a bunch of saxophone and flute stuff to record later. Normally, I'm pretty aware of my limit in terms of how much time I can practice in 1 day. This seems to be pretty similar for a lot of people, is roughly around the 4-hour mark of like really focused, intentional practice. So we'll see, because 12 hours is triple that, I think, if my math is right. I dropped out, leave me alone. Alright, so I just got done with hour 2. Basically what I did was finish the recording and learning the melody on guitar for that tune that I've been working on, and then I started my warm-up on alto and just finished that. So basically a couple different warm-ups that I kind of rotate between on saxophone. They're pretty similar, but they're a bunch of different variations. If you watch my Skillshare class, some of you will probably recognize these exercises. I play like a lot of low notes initially, and I try to start off playing very softly to try to focus my air. Then I did the ha-ta-ta exercise. I did that same exercise but with the octave key. And then I did a lot of overtone matching stuff. I primarily did B flat, B, and C. Some days I'll do C sharp too. Sometimes I'll skip B flat, just do B, C, C sharp. Kind of depends, but today I did B flat, B, and C. And then lastly, I worked on some articulation exercises. Just trying to get my articulation moving. Going into hour 3, I think what my plan is, I'm going to learn all the parts that I need to for this tune and just record those. There's some tenor parts in this too, so I'll have to get tenor out, warm up on that a little bit. I might get flute out because I have to record some flute stuff. It depends on how long that takes. If it takes the whole hour, then I'll get flute out in hour 4. Otherwise, I'll try to get all that recording done and then get warmed up on flute. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the hour 2 recap. Alright, so I just got done with hour 3. I learned and recorded all the alto and tenor parts for that tune that I'm working on. I did film that in the closet, as you can see. Most of you, well, I don't know how many of you know this. I've talked about it before, but I always record most of my audio for saxophone and flute in a closet because it's really dead, as I'm sure you can hear. So yeah, anyways, I learned and recorded all those parts. So for hour 4, I'm going to try to warm up on flute, get some flute practice in, and then probably try to learn and record those parts too, see if I can cram that in an hour. It might be close to lunchtime by then. Right now, it looks like it's 10:45. Yeah, so we'll see what it looks like, but I'll see you in hour 5, I guess. 4. Oops, geez, I'm already losing my mind. All right, so I just got done with hour 4. That was a lot of flute. I did my warm-up, which I do this warm-up that I found online called Epic Flute Warm-Up or something like that. There's a lot of great stuff in that. Kind of covers all the bases, everything from long tones to overtone stuff. Sorry, I need to look at the camera more. Sorry about that. Articulation exercises. Stuff like that. So that's a really good warm-up. I usually alternate between that and one other warm-up that Logan Moore gave me. And then I also did some scale stuff. I usually pick a scale. I've been going through some minor scales lately, harmonic minor specifically on flute. They're called like 5 group warm-ups, and there's like 5 and 9 group warm-ups. So I usually do both of those. And then I learned all the parts for the tune that I've been working on. And then I had a little extra time, so I just played some standards. There are a couple that I have almost under my fingers, like Donna Lee. And Confirmation. One of the things I notice when I play a lot of standards on flute is that I'm constantly overblowing, especially with my articulation, so I'm constantly cracking notes. Then I did Tenor Madness. And Lucky Southern. Yeah, so now for hour 5, I think I'm actually just going to go take a lunch break because I'm getting kind of hungry, and then I'll probably just get back to it. I might let my stomach settle and play some banjo. Okay, so I just got done eating lunch. I'm going to practice some banjo now. I'm just going to practice some of my rolls and do some warm-ups, and I'm probably going to learn a new tune. So I just got done with hour 5. I went over a little bit, as you can see, it says 5 hours and 35 minutes. I did my usual warm-ups on banjo. I have like a set of patterns, like they're called rolls on banjo. So I practiced those and I slowly worked them up to speed. I usually start at around 60 BPM. That's so nerdy. I can't say that. And then I reviewed a bunch of the tunes that I know. I only know, I think, 6 tunes right now. So yeah, so I reviewed all those tunes, and then I started learning a new tune called Clinch Mountain Backstep. Which I actually know on saxophone because I've been learning some fiddle and bluegrass tunes on saxophone lately. I'll probably play that later on just to review it and see how my interpretation of it changes now that I've learned it on banjo. I'm going to post a YouTube video real quick, and then once I get back for hour 6, I think I'm just going to film everything that I recorded earlier. Like the guitar stuff, I'm sure I've already forgotten how to play since I just learned it this morning. That's the other reason why I'm taking a break from playing banjo, and I'm going to get back to it since I just learned a new tune. Probably in a couple hours, maybe around hour 10 or so, I'll check back in with banjo and I'll try to play Clinch Mountain Backstep and work it up to speed again, because I find that it's easier to memorize stuff once you've forgotten it once, if that makes sense. So yeah, anyway, so I'll see you in hour 6. Okay, so I just got done with hour 6. I just finished filming everything. That took me about an hour. But when I was filming, I realized I played a wrong rhythm in the alto 2 part. So I have to go re-record that real quick. And then I'm going to do some like actual developmental practice and not just maintenance practice and stuff that's necessary for covers and stuff like that. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do now. That'll probably be hour 7. I'll just re-record that real quick and then I'll get into like the technical stuff that I'm practicing on saxophone. Okay, so I just finished hour 7. I re-recorded that alto part, and then I started working on all the stuff that I need to get together in my alto playing. One of the things that I always work on is this pattern that's like basically outlining the 1, 4, and 5 chord, and I do that on B flat and B, and I do it into the altissimo register. I need to scramble that up a little more, but my altissimo isn't great, so that's been one way I've been trying to work on it. And then I played a ballad, the tune "The Child Is Born." And then there was this transcription I did of Wynton Marsalis playing Happy Birthday. I actually transcribed it a couple weeks ago. I really loved it, and I started taking it through 12 keys. It's not very long, it's maybe 20 seconds. So I got that from concert B flat, and I have it up to concert F? Yeah, concert F. I think for hour 8, there's a pattern that my buddy showed me that's kind of like a tritone pentatonic pattern or something like that. So I'm going to try to work on that. I've been taking that through 12 keys and just trying to get it as fast as I can and focus on relaxing. And then I need to record me playing fiddle tune for a video this Saturday. It's called Down in the Mouth of Old Stinson. So that's what I'm going to do in hour 8. And I'll probably get some other practice into. I'll just let you know what I get to when I get to the recap, I guess.
Here we go, down to the mouth of Old Stinson.
So I just finished up hour 8. I did get through that pattern in the key of C sharp that I wanted to get through. I got it kind of up to speed. It's a little sloppy still. I'm trying to get better at playing patterns and playing them up to speed. But anyways, and then I recorded Down at the Mouth of Old Stinson for a video on Saturday. And then I played Clinch Mountain Backstep on saxophone because I just started learning it earlier today on banjo. So I wanted to see how it felt on saxophone again. Definitely good to review it. Still feels kind of clunky on saxophone, I don't know. And then I did a little bit of sight reading out of an etude book. Face muscles are feeling kind of tired. I did some jaw exercises and stretches and stuff. So for hour 9, what I'm thinking I might do is review Clinch Mountain Backstep on banjo, maybe try to get it up to speed, and then do some piano. I'm not sure. Alright, so I just passed hour 9. I basically just did clinch mountain backstep on banjo, worked it up to speed. It's pretty close. It's probably still a little under tempo, but I think that's as good as I'm going to get it tonight. I found normally if I sleep on stuff, it gets better the next day and my brain has a chance to process it all, so I'd rather not push it today and learn bad mistakes. And then I reviewed an Eddie Barbash transcription. It's something I transcribed a couple of weeks ago. It's Eddie Barbash on the tune I'll See You in My Dreams. So I reviewed that, fumbled through it some. My chops are pretty tired tonight, so I think for the remaining little bit, I think we have 3 hours left, I'm going to just practice piano probably for an hour. I'll do probably some sight readings, reading some chord changes probably of tunes that I worked on today, probably sight read some hymns too, and then I'm going to try to learn the main part of Neon, that John Mayer tune. I've been wanting to learn that on guitar for a while, and I know it's going to take me a while because the right hand strumming pattern or whatever is pretty in-depth. That's probably what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go set up to do piano for a little bit, and I'll just see you at the hour 10 recap. Alright, so I just finished up hour 10. I'm at 10 hours and 15 minutes. So I did It Could Happen to You, Lucky Southern. A couple other tunes that I was playing earlier today just to kind of see them on the piano. I find that helps me when I'm trying to learn a new tune. It's always good to play it on the piano. So I did that, and then I also did some sight reading of some hymns. I have this giant book of just church hymns. I used to be decent at being able to read hymns. I try to keep up with it some, but I'm definitely not that great anymore. You can hear in the video I'm barely in time. It's pretty rough. I have an hour and 45 minutes about left, so I'm just gonna probably review the 2 John Mayer tunes that I know, Stop This Train and Age of Worry, and then I'm gonna try to see how far I can get on Neon, and that's gonna be, I think, wrap up the 12 hours. So if I can get Neon up to speed, that would be awesome, but I guess I'll just see you at the end of the video. Drop C.
So slap, mute, and then with your thumb down on the G, again that one's mute.
Bro, I can't even play the first 4 notes. Okay, it's been I don't know, 20 minutes. This is how much I have. I have 4 notes. This was not a good idea to do after playing for 10 hours. Alright, we're about 35-ish minutes in. Here's what I got. Holy, that was bad. Hang on. The guy on this video lesson said to just loop that over and over again. So that's what I'm trying to get down right now. Haha, it's getting close. Okay, so I'm at the 11-minute mark. So this is what I have. It's not even right. So yeah, that's how much I have. I'm not feeling too optimistic that within the last hour I can get this whole thing down and up to speed. I might be able to get all of the chords, maybe? I don't know. So I'm gonna at least try. I will see you at the 12-hour mark. Alright, I have officially completed the 12-hour practice challenge. Here is my progress on Neon. Probably gonna mess up a lot, and it's not really in time, but you'll get the gist of it. As close as I'm getting tonight. I'm gonna have to clean it up. Spend a lot of time working up to speed and make it more rhythmic and less plucky, if that makes sense. So yeah, I guess that about wraps it up for the 12-hour in 1 day practice challenge. Huge thanks to Saxologic for nominating me for this. I would not do it again though. And I think in his video he said, was it worth it or something? I say definitely not. The reason being is I find that I can only focus for so long, and it's just not good for your brain to do 12 hours and just keep going and going, and most of the time you end up practicing mistakes and building bad muscle memory, which is takes 3 times as long to fix later down the road. That's my take on it anyways. I'm very tired. It is now 8:30. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any video ideas or whatever for future video suggestions, my brain is so fried right now. Just leave a comment in the comment section, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey, I have a question for you. Do you know what instrument this is?
Clarinet. Trombone.
That's what everyone always thinks. It's a tin whistle.
Do it.
It's
Play it.
Okay.